Morning, guys. Okay, so I wanted to make this video before I ran off for the rest of the day. Um, yesterday was, yesterday wasn't a bad day at all. I had a wonderful morning. I had a photo shoot with one of my favorite photographers. I had another one. I'm trying out to be a spokesperson for this radio station. And so I had a busy morning. I got home. I didn't work at Fit 36 yesterday, but I did work at NutriShop. So I came home, and in between the two things, I just sat on my bed and I was just overwhelmed by, I think, a lot that's going on in my life. I'm just super duper busy right now, and I've honestly never in my entire life been this fatigued. And plus too, I jumped on the scale yesterday. I realized I was 3 pounds heavier than I was the last time I weighed in, and I've been cutting and trying to figure out what's going on with that, and I just kind of like imploded. And not that I went crazy, but it was probably the first day where I was just like about the world. And one thing that I really started thinking about, and I talked to Jordan about this yesterday, and it made me feel a lot better, was on Father's Day, the one of the things about what he was preaching about was that he gave the analogy of whenever you're a little kid and you fall down and you scrape your knees. And by the way, that stain right there, it's bothering me. I don't know what that is. My sheets came out of storage. Don't judge me. I'm not over there pooping on my bed or anything. But sorry, had to get that out of the way. Anyways, when a little kid gets hurt and and he runs to his dad, he's like, "Daddy, my knee or my elbow," or even when you're grown, when life just starts falling apart. For me personally, the first people I run to are my parents. And depending on what I want or need, depends on which parent I run to. If I need some slap you in the mouth advice, I go to my dad. If I need to be babied, I go to my mom. And I know myself well enough to know which parent to choose. And sometimes I'll go to one and I didn't get what I need, so I go to the other, and whatever. But one of the things that he had talked about was in the same way that you run to your father, your earthly father, that's how you should be with running to your spirit, to God. And that's how I felt yesterday. I just laid on my bed. I was just and I called out. I was like, God, and it really didn't make me feel better at the time. But I just sat there and I just had this probably 10-minute conversation with God, and just talked about everything that was going on. And it's not that I want to relinquish anything that's going on. Everything that's going on in my life right now is great. It's great. I love it. I'm blessed to be busy. I'm blessed that every single thing that I'm doing in my life is doing something to progress me. But second half of the day, man, it got to me. And it was the first day since, I think it's the first day since I've been saved, where I was just like, I don't want to be around anybody, and so I got to work, and there was just a lot of stupid things at work that I deal with. And it's not anything crazy. It's cups being restocked. We have these shaker bottles that we give away, and there's holes, and I'm just and I text my manager, and we're good friends, so it's not just a random manager, but I sent him, one of those really nice all caps texts, and I was just like, Kurt! Ah! And I texted him this morning. I was like, dude, my bad. Because I always am big on apologizing. But one thing that I have tried to always stick with is woosah. Whenever something just crazy happens, and I've always been this way. I've literally watched somebody back into my car in slow motion and wreck. And I remember, and I'll just sit there and just be like, well, what you gonna do? I've never been one to react. That's it. I'm not a reactive person. But sometimes we all crack and blah, 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 blah. So, I know a verse that everyone knows, But James 19:1, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. Meaning, don't get angry quick. And that's something I think about, and that was even before, not before, but like, it was probably one of the first verses that I really started thinking about, because I get impatient easily. That's definitely something that I'm terrible at. I'm impatient. And not that I think getting impatient with somebody is the same thing as getting mad, but you get irritated. Like, I get irritated, especially with people who are just like, just people who you're just like, how have you made it this far? Kind of thing. And I'm really trying to get away from that, because everyone is unique. For lack of a better word, everyone has their own struggles. Everyone has their own, situations they're going through. Not everyone's as smart as everyone. And it's not that someone's being an idiot. Like, I've seen some people and some of the choices they make, I'm like, how can you think that that's okay? But you have to stop and think not everyone's on the same level. And that just goes back to the empathy thing. All about the empathy thing. And I think that yesterday on my drive home, talking to Jordan, just talking to him about my day and how I felt, and he, gave me the standard, you just got to give it all to God, and I'm just like, all right, but it's true, being slow to anger, and I really like that it says slow to speak too, because I'm a spitfire, and I have no filter, and that is a recipe for me not having a lot of friends. And so being slow to speak is so important. If you ever get into a legit conversation with me, and I'm really big on intelligent answers. I don't do these Facebook fights in real life where it's just like, meh, meh, meh. Like, if I say something, I'm going to come at you with facts, reasons, stuff to back me up. Like, I speak eloquently. And so, like, especially when I'm mad, I like to use big words. So, I don't know. I'm petty. I'm just like everyone else. I'm petty. So, but yeah, so yesterday was a good, hey, you're human day, but it was good that I had the ability to sit back and put it all, on the Lord and Jordan and Kurt, and I don't know, it's just, we're all human, but it's how you handle these situations that determines, I guess, the kind of person you are, and you're gonna slip up, you're gonna scream at people, I've been doing amazing with my cursing. Amazing. Like, if you guys knew where I came from to here, it'd be like, but I'm not gonna lie, I had a few slip in my head yesterday, and I felt bad, and it made me mad at myself that I had allowed myself to get to that level, but you're human, so anyway, so if you ever have a bad day, read that verse, don't go around punching people in the face, just take a second and just give it all to God, and just breathe, I love that song. Yeah, so anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and yeah, devotional tonight. Whoop whoop, I'm about it, so I'm excited. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day.